ghouls and feral ghouls to the next episode of Let's Do Some Damn Decorating and Building. I do have to say, I am going to miss this settlement when everything's all said and done simply because of the damn jokes. And I'm not even joking. Alright, jump right into this bad boy. Because my knees are killing me. Just went and got shot in the knee. And it wasn't pretty. So yeah, I had to... Why aren't you snapping? Sure. Yeah, I had to get an injection in my knee. Basically, it's a gel shot. That's what they call it. And... Oh, no, that's not... What? Why is there a piece on top of a piece? What happened here? Anyway, so I have premature... Oh, I see what I did. I have some premature wear in the cartilage in my knee. And they give me this shot of this, like, gel. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Dummy. Anyway, you get this shot of this gel that's supposed to help cushion your knee for you and make life a little bit more pleasant and bearable. And that's about where I am right now. Just had it done, and it hurt like heck. Let's move that out of the way for now. And well, I should say the injection wasn't too bad. The injection itself, it was more the anesthesia they give you beforehand to make the actual injection more pleasant. And I gotta tell you that anesthesia, general local anesthetic, is not pleasant. It hurt like heck. Felt like somebody sticking a red hot poker into my knee. This is just not cooperating because I've done way too many layers here. We're just gonna loop that in there, straighten it out just a little bit. Got too many things that it wants to try to snap to, and man, that's gonna be a tight squeeze. I really do want to build something here, but maybe I can change the direction of the stairs. Maybe we'll make them go down and then turn and come down. That sounds like a plan. Okay, don't want to put a window here. Don't have much privacy. Really, just still not... Oh wait, I turned snapping off. Of course, now it's going to want to snap to everything except for what I want it to snap to. There's too many things here. That's probably why that other one wouldn't snap. Let's see if we can get this guy in there. Hey, not bad. Alright, so it's there, so we're going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Let's go ahead and put a doorway in here. But anyway, yeah, that injection was basically, like I said, like a giant red hot poker being stuck in there. And man, oh man, that was not fun. And then they did the actual gel injection, and it wasn't too bad. That was more tolerable. Snapping off. I don't feel like messing around trying to make half floors, etc. We're just gonna... Actually, you know what? Once I put some roof sections in there, it should be fine. Right now, I'm just kind of wanna this guy over. Yeah, like that. So it doesn't look so bad. Yeah, that's mucho bettero. Okay. Roofs that are not on fire. There's a reference for you. I made that one a long time ago. 10 billion interwebs if you get the reference. The roof is not on fire. Okay. Oh, turn snapping on you, dope. There we go. I want a flat roof. Yeah, why not? Whatever. And... Oh. Do I have any partial? Oh, you know what? Who cares? Just give me... Same guy. Okay. Let's move you out of the way. See if we can... That's not quite what I had in mind. But! That might be... Well, actually, no. That's gonna muck this up. Yeah, it's gonna want to do that. Hachi machi. Ah. Nope. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to find a half doer here. I think there might be one in here. Actually, there might be one in here. Yeah. Okay, we'll use that for now. Do that. Do that. Get rid of that. Let's overlap these bad boys. Oh, hey, get in there. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And I don't care that they're going different directions. That actually looks a little more natural. So we'll keep that. Cool. I got my little cabin right here. Got a view of the tree. Nice. Okay. Let's do a save here. Might as well. We can overwrite that. Who cares? Okay. Now, let's change out our stairs here. Actually, you know what? Ooh. Ooh. Later, dude. How's that look? Oh, that's so crooked. And it doesn't come all the way down either. Ah, weak sauce. Out of face. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some finagling here. So, let's see. I think these are all... That might be... Oh, yeah, that's way too long. Short version of that. Alright, so let's go into here, and here, over here, and over here. No. What? Maybe we could even... Oh, we're gonna have to do some finagling. I was gonna say maybe we can move this on over. But let's yeah, that dude gnarly. Actually, no, that's too big. Never mind. Well, actually, no. If we put it in there like that. Oh no! Ew, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's like right in your face. Let's turn our snapping off. We're gonna do some machi stuff here. I have no idea what that means. But that just looks terrible. So right on that hole there. That's a little better. Oh man, I mucked this up big time. What are we doing here? Can we maybe just twerk that a little, maybe? It doesn't have to necessarily be all straight. So let me show you my idea. I'm gonna come on over down like so. Not terrible. I mean, it's not straight. I know it's gonna drive some of you folks crazy. But you know, you could still come on up and come on up. And now, how are we doing down here? Get that thing like right in your face as you're sneaking on by. Which again isn't too terrible. Maybe we could push these guys back. Do them. Our stairs gonna work though. Let's play with that. I didn't intend to do this much finagling and time wasting here, but let's see. We are off. Let's bring that guy back to like that. And let's turn that back on. Whoa! Bring that over there. Get rid of that guy. We'll center this guy. Bring that one. Yeah, there we go. Like that. And we'll turn that back on. Bring that on over there. And then we'll turn it back off again to bring that down over here. And we'll turn it back on. Go. Oh, we're into the rock. Never mind. Maybe. Just nutsoid with all kinds of angle torque in here. So let's do this. Let's get the stairs here situated the way I want them. Let's build there. Let's go ahead and scooch that guy on over like that. And then like that. Hey, that ain't too bad. I mean, I know it's all like crookedy and stuff, but it's all mine, so who cares? Not me, said I. Oh yeah, over the future. We got these guys in here. Oh, there's a new mod too that I'm going to be downloading pretty soon that it's going to be giving me access to choo-choo trains. And I know I have like the monorail in Hotchpotch, I believe it is. But this is going to be access to like the regular train that you see like throughout the wasteland. as well as the train tracks, which that I'm super excited about. At least that's what the mod description says, or somebody said at some point, somewhere, maybe. Hey, I kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. What am I going to do with that? I have no idea, to be honest. But it's par for the course for me, anyway. See what's going on. Really? It was on? Okay. For some reason, it didn't like where it was before. Yeah, safety. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll come back to that. All right. We got ourselves a nice little shacky there. Get some crooked steps that work. I think it does work just because this looks like so cruddy with all the boards and the holes and whatnot. So it looks like, you know, maybe they had a problem at some point and it just kind of like fell apart and they just threw it in there. Okay. We're going to be building something over here. Something I've had in my mind for, oh geez, probably since the beginning, since I put the fence up. And just never tackled. We're going to build it right here. Let's see, what do we have? I do kind of like that. Let's put that. How big do I want to make this? Yeah, center it. Let's see how that looks. Okay, cool. It's actually going to be bigger than I was planning initially, but I think that's going to work out for the better. So go ahead and doorway in here. I think it's really going to matter. Well, maybe that side actually is a little bit better. It's not because it's so centered. It's probably not going to matter at all. Oh wait, back here. Let's see how this might look. Oops. Nope. Nope. Yep. Ooh, that was actually going to take up a bit more walkway space than I had planned. But that's doable. I mean, it's not the worst. We'll leave it for now as I continue on with my quest here. Alright, let's put some walls in. Yeah, janky. We don't need any windows on the majority of this. Actually, maybe we do want... There we go. Some walls here, windows here. Or, whoops, we're outside. Hang on. There we go. We are building something. Let's see, what else do we have? Not bad, but I think I'm actually going to build my own wall, my own way. I think, yeah, let's go into here, there. Half wall. Yeah. That's what. Is snapping turned off, or is it just not snap? No, it was on, just don't want to snap. Okay. Let's stick that guy there. And stick this guy up. Might be able to tell what the heck I'm doing now. Let's go ahead and check our height. Oh yeah, look at that. That's freaking perfect. Nice. Now, thinking, you know, let's get rid of the windows. We're gonna build our own little somethings here. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, not much. Okay. So, let's use some railings. That one better. Stick. That one up top. Wide enough? Oof. That doesn't look like it's so. So we'll have to put a post in there. Or something. We're just gonna... You know what? Same thing, top and bottom. Why not? So many times I try to always change these up, and I could really just save a lot of time by doing kind of the same thing. It's gonna end up looking fantastical anyway in the end, so who cares? Alright, let's just do that. Put that guy there. Do the same over here. Oh, actually, I don't need a post because just this is crooked. Like me. Oh, Jesus, so is that. Let's straighten that guy out. There we go. That's a bit true. Whoops, wrong one. I forgot because this one didn't snap. Nice. Actually, we are going to need some posts because they're just kind of like floating there. Even when we put a little roof in here, it's still going to probably look a little weird. I like that guy. No, no. What are you doing? Really? What the fudge? Maybe I don't want that guy. Let's see. We have a more subtle one. There we go. What the heck? Just go off of... Oh, man. I waste so much time when building, having to deal with redonkulous stuff like this. It's like, come on, really? Just snap. I know I've got, like, half walls here, etc., but the fact that, like... Oh, those are 2 half walls. That's probably why. Why did I use 2 half walls? What a dope. You know what? Let's go ahead and swap that out. Let's... Okay, now I see. Somebody's probably, like, yelling at me like, you big dope. That's your problem there. So let's get rid of that. Let's put that guy in here. Of course, now my snapping's not turned on, so let's do that. And then that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So, like I said, we're still going to need some posts. So let's get back into here. No, not there. Here. Zip on over here. And now we got to figure out, we want something... Actually, we might want something kind of tall. Oops. To kind of help tie this in a little. That it's like actually attached to the fence. Yeah. Now we're rocking and socking. Just do something like that. Perfect. Okay. Oops, yeah. Go to bounds. Alright. Drop this. Yeah. Right avant. Nice. Okay, and then of course we're gonna need some support back here. Because otherwise, that's a lot of stress. Just like me, I'm always stressed. We're going to want to use something. We don't necessarily have to go that tall. Let's see. Or we could just sink it down into the water. Some big old telephony type poles, maybe. Or something like that. I think I like that better. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Needs a friend right here. Awesome. So yes, as you can tell, if you couldn't tell already, this is a guard post. We're looking out that way to go pew pew. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to make the stairs. Maybe get something a little more narrower. Let's do a quick save here. By that, I mean save fast. Alright. Now, do I want to go crazy and put like a bed and stuff in here? Can I put... Because I want to put guns and ammo as well. So maybe I can find it. I think I have a very small bed. CVC that I'm thinking of. That's interesting. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. That's my huckleberry. Ooh, look at that. That's like practically perfect. Let's see. Oh, no, that'll probably mess things up. We're gonna have to move it in a little bit though, because it does look a little funky. Alright, so let's scooch that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got a bed. Now we can probably... I think maybe we'll put some sandbags in here too. We gotta fortify this bad boy because it's like right up in your face. Alright. Sandbags, please. Not those. Nope, nope. Well, nope. Definitely not that. Actually, yeah, probably one. Okay, let me go back. Hang on. Yeah, we're gonna... Ooh, they're pretty tall. It's gonna end up sticking through. Huh. Hmm. Could shrinky dink. Okay, we're gonna shrinky dink these. So let's make. I don't know. Do 3 of them. Doot 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 doot. Whoa! Stick this guy here. Oh, look at that. Whoa! What did it? Huh. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to lower it though, because its texture wants it to go like elsewhere. And we're actually no, I don't. We're gonna have to free place these ourselves, because that's just like defying physics or whatever. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah. And get you on over here. Actually, you can still go lower too. There we go. Nice. Alright. You come with me. Loop you right there. Let's get you up in this there we go. Nice. I don't want to put another one here. That's going to really start to cramp our space in here. I still got to find a way to stick some guns. Maybe. Alright, let's make one more. Let's test it out. 1, 2, 3. We'll actually do something like that. I don't want that to stick. Never mind. Cool, we're good. Alright, so no, that still gives us plenty of space. Okay, workshop, decoration pack, and weapons. Okay. Whoa. Glitching here. There we go. A couple of lockers. I'm gonna put these like right next to the bed, just simply because we are out of room now. Put that guy there. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of that one. I like this one better, because this one is just like straight up ammo. We'll stick that guy right here. That way if he needs to, he can load his gun from bed and pew pew shoot him. Okay. We need some guns. Ooh, you know what? You know what? Where? There we go. Yeah. Nice. That gives us plenty of room now. And actually, you know what? Move that up. Fit two guns in one. Ooh, maybe I want some energy weapons too. Yeah, this dude's packing. He don't mess around at all. Love it. Nice. And I'm gonna go pew, 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 pew. Come over here. Pew. Get back to making my vegetables, people. Or I pew you to death. Okay. Cool. Got a nice little guard shack there. We are gonna give him a door, but first he needs foist. I'm gonna get some different stairs in here. Thinking maybe we'll use the warehouse barn steps. These are more narrow, or maybe not. Ah. Okay, not those. Are these different? No, they're the same. There is another narrow one. I think it's here. If I have it. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Alright. Get out of here. This way it doesn't take up as much space. Let's, yeah. Make sure we're actually, like, connected here. Which that is gonna, like, mess with our door. Our door's gonna have to open inward. So, yeah. Let's get a door. Let's try this out. I mean, maybe we won't even put a door. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. No doors in there. Oops. Too far. Doors. Okay. Do I have snapping turned off? I did. We want Like that? Nah. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Let's turn that around. Like that. And hopefully that opens inward. Yeah. Perfect. Bam! Right in your face. And I know it's going to glitch through this, but there ain't a whole heck of a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. We're just going to pretend maybe there's some notches in there or something. Not nachos, notches. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Cool. Alright. Let's turn this back. Actually, you know what? Let's do a save first. Right, that guy. I'm going to play with these steps because right now they don't... Great. Turn that off again. No, it was on. Just don't snap. Yeah, that's a little better. Move it over even a little more. Let's see. Yeah. Not the prettiest thing, but it'll get the job done. Nice. Okay, so we need security. Actually, back in USO. I'm not going to bother with trying to make an actual settler. We're just going to go ahead and shove a dude up here. Or dudette, whatever pops up. Ooh, DC security. Do we want to use them, or do we want to go, like, badassly? Actually, no, they don't use guns, those guys. Use a radar guard. That way they can yell at us. Give us a hard time. No, I'll put you... Boom, dead center there. Nice. Oh, look at that. Almost like perfect placement, too. Like, no, of course, when I load this next, he's probably going to be underwater or down there. There ain't nothing I can do about that. So, how's, what are other guards doing? Anybody over here? No, this person just, like, completely disappeared. They just completely went AWOL. Wait, what was that? Nope, not there. Thought I saw movement for a second. And then way up over here, this person is still just like randomly over there facing the wall. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Okay. Oh, and somebody had mentioned a little while ago that I probably should have some sides on my truck here to help strap these things down, and I completely forgotten about that. We're going to do a little tidying up in the last few minutes here. Let's go ahead and do a new save. Why not? Let's tackle that real quick. I believe there are pieces in Hodgepodge. Where's there? There we go. Vehicles. Yeah, so Hodgepodge does have like monorail stuff, etc. Like you can build like a whole train, and you can even do tracks and stuff. They're in here somewhere. I know they are. I've seen them and used them, or looked at them anyway. But oh, maybe it was the train tracks. No, see, like I can build like the train, but I can't do the tracks. And I think for the monorail, like I can build like an entire monorail, and I think I could do the tracks. The only problem that I saw was that there are no like turns, so I'd only be able to build like a straight track, and that's not what I want. I want to be able to build like a full-on train, and with this new mod that I'm gonna try putting in, it has like bridges and like everything, as far as I could tell. I will find out once I install it, and it hopefully works. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. That wasn't what I had in mind at first. I was actually thinking of the poles here. It's actually kind of odd that this doesn't, like, snap there. Especially since all my stuff is up front here. What else we got? We got individual poles, and we got these. Does that snap to the... Yeah, same spots. That's weird. I'm gonna leave it with the sides. Screw it. I don't think there's anything else anyway. Cool. Okay. I still have not figured out what the heck I'm doing about big heavy-duty guns, etc. So, I don't know if I'm actually going to get to do that. Let's go ahead and tidy this spot up here, too. Simply because I don't have access to the big guns here in the special thing. Special. Just because this is not a real settlement, for some reason that's acting kind of weird. What am I doing? So, it won't let me do it. Like, if I go to any other settlement, they pop up with no problem whatsoever, but not this one. So, fortunately, not much I could do about it. And I'm leaving this open so that just in case somebody does try to run past the gate, they can just turn around and go pew pew and shoot them that way. Cool. Okay. Let's get up on in here. And, of course, somebody sneak in here. Had mentioned too that, you know, we got a couple of beds, but we got no pot to you-know-what in. So we're gonna fix that. First thing I want to do, though, come back right into where I just was, we're gonna get a half wall. We're gonna sort of create some semblance of privacy. Get in here. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Oops, it's that in here. Tight space. You're a criminal. You don't really deserve big spaces, so let's boop that on up. Perfect. We can get in here. Yes, we can get in here. And it's right in front of the door. Not that it matters, because you're in an open cage anyway. And no, I'm not going to be putting a door in there. We're just going to give him something to go to the bathroom in. Let's see. Actually, let's come back in here. And let's see. I was hoping there'd be like an open barrel or something. Wooden basket wouldn't really do too well. Let's see. Ooh, garbage can. Let's put that in here for now. We'll see if we can maybe give it some sort of bottom to it, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. You know what? Let's play around for a second. Let's see if I can glitch some textures in here. Hey, there we go. That's good enough. Let's see how far down we can go. Oh, we lost it. Dagnabbit. Oh well. That was worth a try. But I know we have something here, there. Decorative floor coverings. These are rugs. No, that's not what I want. I want clutter. And kitchen. Where's the section I'm thinking of? Robot components, miscellaneous clutter? Nah. I know. Here somewhere. Okay, that's facing the wrong way. That. Oh, there we go. Hubcap. Get in here. Nice. Ooh, it's shiny too. Just freshly cleaned for these dirty scoundrels. Okay. Now. Let's see. A little bit bigger. Loop. Loop. 160%. Nice. There we go. Now they've got a pot to you-know-what in. We've got a couple of beds. Alright. And we're gonna put another wall in here as, like, security. To kind of keep them cordoned off from everybody else. So let's go ahead and do another save. And we're just going to do a quick layout because it's pretty much time to go. So I think I'm going to use... Actually, you know what? We're going to come into Woody's Wasteland. Yeah. Set up a door. Whoops. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe not. Now that I'm thinking about it. Is, well, yeah, then our door is going to end up being really tiny. Alright, I'm going to have to think about that one. So I definitely do want to, like, separate them a little more so we can actually have a little more living space in here. So maybe, for now, let's just make a wall. So or so. Here. Let's see. On over that way a little bit. There we go. We got a nice little space to walk in here. We're going to have to change out that wall, though, because that's looking a little too open. Needless to say. So actually, this will be like another little security post. Maybe we'll stick a little desk here with a guard. And then this can be something, more desks, I suppose. And yeah, I kind of like that idea. And we'll see what we can do about this guy here. Maybe we'll just try to close off that corner or something. They kind of don't like that either. It's like, you know, non-OSHA regulation there. Not that anything here is perfect, but you get the idea. Okay. That is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And hope you guys are all looking forward to Vault 88 as much as I am. I got some really cool, fun ideas. What are you doing down there? Who is that? I have a gun that I can see with. Hang on. Hang on, we're not ending the video yet. We gotta see this. Do I have a scope on anything? There we go. Maybe we're gonna take this dude out. Oh, I can't bats him. Let's see if it would tell me like who he is. Alright. Hang on. We're gonna swoop on in and find out who this troublemaker is. Unassigned settler. What? Who is that? What the heck is going on here? Where did these guys come from? Do I have a settler thing going on here? I don't remember if I put a recruitment beacon. Huh. Huh. And of course, if I try to kill them, I think they're supposed to be like part of my settlement. It'll make all my other settlers attack me. Weird. Okay. Well, let's see if I can assign them. Hang on. We're not done here. Where's my thing? There we go. Did that assign him? There it is. Alright, where'd the other guy go? There he is. You. Bro. Just hanging out with the Mirelurk stuff. Okay. The guard towers. I have one over here. Let's see, we got that one. There might be one over in the corner here. Nope. No, that dude's in there. Put any others anywhere? Oh, that person's there. You know what? Let's go do some gardening. You're gonna be just like wandering around. Might as well put you to work. Okay. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I got some really cool ideas for Vault 88 coming up. I had a request for a swing set and whatnot in here. And as you can see, we don't really have room for that kind of stuff. So we're going to maybe dedicate a whole little section to fake outdoor living space with, you know, kids' play set, playground area or something like that. Something. I got some ideas of brewing. Obviously, if you guys want to see anything added specifically, once we start building, please just go ahead and comment. You guys have some of the best ideas ever, so. Alrighty. Now it's time to end the video here, so once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.